The prince that was promised. The hero of the Night Elf. Now, how good is his matchup versus Orc? Is he just a one matchup pony? Fact of the matter is, Lyn was in the lower bracket in B Cup. The lower bracket had a lot of Night Elves. The lower bracket had a lot of Night Elves until these Night Elves meet Lyn. Because he is simply destroying this faction. And oftentimes he's destroying this faction with one unit alone, and that's a Blade Master. It's been incredible games. It's been a lot of game tape for life as well. The matches versus Kaho, the matches versus Lawliot. He has to be better than the best Night Elves in B Cup and show that he's not only the force in Undead versus Night Elf, but he can be well versed as well. And that's really the gist of this league. You cannot have just one good day. You cannot have just one good matchup. You need to be consistent. You need to be an all-rounder. And then you get rewarded in this competition. For Lyn, the answer is yes. He is consistent. He is an all-rounder. He's the goat orc. The goat. The goat? The goat! That's what he is. He's the favorite. If this is a 3-0, we shouldn't be too surprised. It's down to life to cause an upset here. And he has the potential to do it. Especially with a couple of days leading into this competition. The schedule was announced a couple of days ago. Potato! Thank you for the 43. Popilot! Thank you for the 47.
I just hope everyone has a good time.
Hope so too, mate. Well, one of these players won't, that's for sure. Lyn shows a little bit of... Let's go. Lyn shows a little bit of flexibility early on. While he was extremely disruptive early game in B Cup, he's now has a different approach. With lots of creeping, no item stealing, no XP stealing. Gather some knowledge here with Grunt Harasses, or Grunt Scouting, I guess. As long as the Demon Hunter isn't level 3, that is fine. Now the Blade Master goes into the bases. Leaves the Hunter's Hall alone. It's only for the Wisps. And it looks like Life didn't do his homework. It was, yep, that's the correct Wisp position. So the Blade Master can't reach. And you can either go here or here to save the Wisp. And the Blade has to run all the way around. That was a lesson I saw from Lawliot, which looked good. If you're up against Lyn, you either need to have eyes on the map and track the Blade Master, or you gotta have dust, or you gotta be ready for blasted competitions all the time. Lyn stole entire levels off of the other Night Elves, and nobody was able to consistently beat that. We got a claw, we got slippers, that looks nice. Blade Master is level 3, and he can cover a lot of ground with the longer duration on Windwalk, and heal in the shadows. Demon Hunter also level 3. Life is very consistent. So if it's true what we read in the lobby chat, that Life just woke up and had to be woken up, that's pretty damn impressive, I gotta say. And the Demon Hunter harass is looking great. But there's Hex, and there's not much you can do. And that should buy the time for the Beastery to finish. And you don't want to be surrounded. Ooh, Lyn is spending a lot of mana here. While the Blade Master is disruptive, and that's no additional Hex, and the Demon Hunter can just roam free. The Blade on the other side is facing a Keeper, no mana for him either. Is he just dead? Is he just dead? Level 3 Blade trapped in the base. Life with the first big exclamation mark in the series. Brilliant, brilliant Travelin. Maybe a bit bloodthirsty. Holy shit, dude! 50 gift subs by Hi Toon Toon? 50? Are you crazy, man? The absolute legend Hi Toon Toon, who is the head, the brain, the heart, the soul of the Dolphin competition, graces us with his presence and 50 gifted subs. Is there anything positive in the world that I said towards you or that I haven't said towards you? Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Shishia. I hope we're gonna have a great time with your competition. I'm very sure we will. Shadow Hunter creeping. Keeper creeping. It's been an interesting time for Orc vs. Night Elf. Lin is becoming more and more a fan of tier 3. Mixing that in every now and then. And we'll see if it's worth it here or if it's just Raider Walker. It feels like a big challenge in this matchup is finding the perfect army composition. How many raiders? How many walkers? How many mercs maybe? That's not easy. For the Night Elf, kind of the same but different. How many dryads before tech? How stable do I have to be? And so far, we don't see tier 3. It's just mass dryads. Lin is busy with the rat spot. Of course, he got a slap in the face with that Blade Master kill. Flute on top of an already great inventory. Heal scroll, town portal, all there. Shop down. Seems like Lin is challenged a bit more than he was by Kaho and Live.
A player's forces are under attack.
Kaho and Lawlight. Pipe for Lin is amazing. More Spirit Link, more Dispel, more Hex, more Serpent Wards. We're missing healing here in this regard. Also crit level 2. First big fight in an awkward position for Life. Not too sure if he should stay there, but currently he's able to lay a lot of damage in with that Demon Hunter. Careful, buddy. Raider down. Second one hurt. Kodo has eaten, but the value is only a Dryad. 4 supply lead will probably disappear soon. Shadow Hunter, no mana anymore. Same for the Blade Keeper, 50%, but no surprise element with Windwalk. We got more Serpent Wards. Big healing on the Blade. Life should spot that inventory. This could just be the fight for the game already, with another Raider kill for Life. Level 4 TP out. Dryad stays intact. And Life owns Lin in this fight. Look at that. Now this is something that not too many people could have foreseen. Lin went 7-2 or something against Night Elf in B Cup. Oh, Lin with the snipe though! 2 Dryad kills possible. Heal scroll invested as well. That won't save you. Great comeback. 88 critical strike. Still rest of the camp goes to life. Still looking at these 50 gift subs by Hi Toon Toon. Warms my heart. Warms my heart so much. Okay. Lin on the receiving end in the mid game because of the Blade Master on the receiving end of that fight, but a little recovery here. And maybe it's time to attack the bases with Raiders. So far, Life is creeping a lot. Bases his chances of success on high hero levels with the Demon Hunter carry. Understandable. Chop down. No potions. Can't go above 50. Lin dissecting this base and life only following. Lots of serpents. The army is very small for Lin. And TP can be used at any time. Very little control. Cleans up the snakes. But Lin, perfect execution towards the burrow. He was only interested in structural damage to buy himself some time. Killed some units as well. Lin will come on top with a 50 food army. Levels looking alright. Very competitive. Smart execution by Lin. Not flashy. Not the grand fights that we've seen, but hit the base, do a lot of damage. Ideally, of course, with pillage, but he didn't have the resource for that. Oh, it was an impromptu decision. Autumn Leaf so far producing 2 very competitive maps here today, 40 vs Moon, as well as this one. This could, we didn't talk about this yet, truly be the standout tournament for the Night Elves. We're still waiting for a tier 1 win. Holy, the speed of that dispel. Ellie Law, thank you for the 30 month. Life is not building enough moonwells.
A town player's forces are under attack.
Oh my god. Still needs 2 moonwells. Not good, but he's intercepting Lin's army again. Tried to block, doesn't work. Split to the side, and Tangle doesn't get the kill. Life seems overwhelmed by Lin simply hitting his base.
A player's forces are under attack.
While Life has been getting more and more creative and experimental, like tier 2 AP pushes versus human and shenanigans like this, he's still a very, very mechanical player. And if you challenge him to an off-meta game where he has to follow and he's not dictating the pace, thinking and adjusting on the fly doesn't seem to be his strength. Coming up with the right response at the perfect time. Lin is buying an absurd amount of time. He's trying to follow. He's trying to snipe. But it doesn't work. And that shows again the brilliance of Lin. But we built the moonwells here. I feel like that's just fodder for pillage down the road, but at least it's safe from a blade. That's all gold that couldn't be invested into army. Life is trying to follow. Life is trying to fight Lin. But he's always where your opponent doesn't expect you.
Player's forces are under
Strategic masterclass, I'd say. Simple yet effective. I said this in Lin's game versus 1-0 on Echo Owls yesterday, lower bracket. Lin can play these raider attacks like Grubby in his prime, and that's the biggest praise I can give for that playstyle.
a town is under siege.
As I said, pillage fodder. Life is falling apart. Can't put it any other way. Life is falling apart. What a unique win condition Lin created for himself. Blade versus Demon. Lin gave him The blade on a silver platter and he handed him the mid-game. Life has 1200 gold and he cannot spend it, but he has to spend it. Ridiculous. Not the flashy plays that we've seen in the past couple of days, but dissecting his opponent. What can you do when you can't build anything? How are you trying to be competitive when I'm at 50 and you're at 30 and I just disallow your production? Real grand strategic gaming. And we can speculate about hero combinations, skill builds, army compositions, tech timings. Sometimes all it takes is a handful of raiders and a push towards the base. Life can be simple sometimes. And life realizes that wasn't it. Oh, he's gonna kick himself so hard. What a wasted opportunity. What a wasted opportunity for life. Hello viewer. You are watching the Dolphin Warcraft Super League, an amazing tournament with 200 matches over 2 months where 15 players are competing for $28,000. To be able to broadcast this, we had to acquire the broadcasting rights from the sponsor and organizer. We gladly did this because it's peak content and just an amazing competition. We had to pay from our own pockets though, and if you like what we do and if you like that we bring you the games free of charge, then you can help us make it worth it. At backtowarcraft.com/support you find all the ways to support it, whether that's a Twitch sub or a YouTube membership or a dono or a Patreon, or just grab a little bit of our merch in the stream description. Thank you for your attention and now have fun with the games. So, live kicking things off with immolation again. And we see Lyn more creeping. On Hammerfall, you can jump to the green spots. Ooh, that gives you vision across the pond. Nice. So currently, Life doesn't have to fear backstab steals, but he should be ready for it. He scouted as well. Oh, you're creeping. Okay, I see that. I do have some time. We jump from one item to another. Shout out to Warcraft III Champions, by the way. All these games here, connecting people from all over the world. Not only in the Warcraft III Champions finals, also today. The best conditions on any server worldwide. Only to be found on Warcraft III Champions for any matchup, really. Blade Master recently has murdered these poor archers. Grabs up a dust, goes for the kill, and then what do you do as the Night Elf? The block is fantastic. On game 1, we've seen an atypical play by Lyn, but look at this destruction! 3 archers with a grunt and a blade and a dust and a sword. How do you creep now? How do you creep now? You take one step out of your base and the punish comes in immediately.
The town is under siege.
Ouch. And this is what I said on Autumn Leaves, right? All that Lyn needs in these matches is a blade.
A player's forces are under attack.
This happened to Kaho. This happened to Lawlight. You can't even blame Life too much. It's just Lyn being freaking Lyn. I feel like the elves aren't ready yet, but it's also something you should expect. Maybe Life didn't do his homework. Maybe the dog eat the homework. We got an Ancient in position. We got a little bit of Archer support. The Hunter's Fall is in time. There's a couple of good things going for Life as well. It all seems rather slow, doesn't it? Life missing a step.
A town is under siege.
Insane timings. Scary, scary timings. This only costs like 4 seconds, right? It adds up though. It slowly but steady defeats you mentally. Losing all the archers. Losing game 1 in its entirety. Now the lore cancel. It's just insult to injury.
A player's forces are under attack.
Okay, race for level 3 is on. Life, pull your shit together. Hurry up, unlock level 3, and then you might be the bully. Keeper harass. Really?
A town is under siege. Player's forces are under attack.
I don't understand the reasoning behind that at the moment. But okay. It's forced a hex, I guess. Maybe he was hoping for a grunt steal, but Lin goes freaking Wyvern. We didn't even talk about that yet. 4 Wyvern. What?
A player's forces are under attack.
Huh? Interesting. One is getting intercepted by the trolls. That's a big help. I feel you need to get some pickups here.
The town is under siege.
If you can snowball onto like 4 to 5 Wyvern and one-shot the Dryads, what's Life going to do? It's always been that way. Only true geniuses of this game can realize the power that lies in the Wyvern. Even tier 3! I'm a bit baffled, guys. It's rare, but sometimes I'm at loss for words. Yeah, 3 archers went down. That's a lot less anti-air. And Wyverns surely deal more damage to Dryads than Dryads deal to Wyvern.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lin is buying a lot of time for tier 3. And we have seen Wyvern supported by Spirit Link recently a little bit. Oops, one goes down. That looked strong in other matchups at least. And you know, the good thing is Wyvern can't be entangled. Wyvern are not affected by Thorn's aura. Without an orb, you can't even hit them with a demon. He plays them like gargoyles. Really annoying.
A player's forces are under attack.
No totem just yet. Just more Wyvern. Dude, Lin, please win so I can rub it in Tedster's face how great Wyvern are. And here's the blade. Chuk chuk, another kill.
A player's forces are under attack.
Nice counter against the harass. Nice timing though. Nice timing by Life. It's just a delay. Oh, 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 oh. Miss Rally maybe? Ouch.
The town is under siege.
Couple of units down. Bit unfortunate. Thankfully the Wyvern don't give that much XP anymore. What a unique match this is.
A player's forces are under attack.
So with only 3 Wyvern, that's a bit of an issue. Lin's idea, fight poison with poison. Now we got tier 3 on life side as well. Is that the moment to strike? There is pickup potential. Life doesn't have an expansion up yet, it's only a shop. Interesting position for that.
The town is under siege. A player's forces are under attack.
How do you break this base though? Surely not with Dryads. I feel like Life's greatest asset is heroes. Now we get a Kodo. Is that a ground transition? Sometimes it feels like people in this matchup are desperate on both sides. Orcs are desperate against Night Elf as a whole. Night Elves are desperate against Lin.
A player's forces are under attack.
He's kind of showing the world that he can play whatever he wants and he wins. Because he's done it with Mass Raiders, with Raider Walker, with tier 3. Now he's doing lots of damage with Wyvern. Huh. Still anybody's game though. But again, maybe Lin also thinks, like, if I play a standard game, I know you're strong. So let me just not play a standard game. Tim, thank you for the 26. Whatever Life wanted to accomplish here with the wisps, it doesn't work. Super annoying. Wyvern will be pretty good against bears as well if they have a little bit of uptime due to poison. Poison always great. Can't do anything about it. Can't dispel it. Can't really remedy it. I mean, redo, but... And we gotta point out how stressful this Blade Master is. He's on Life's ass for 12 minutes, pretty much. Very economically driven game, staying at 50 both sides. But yeah, life has lumber issues, man, and I don't really see how you can solve this. Funny statement by Lindo saying, oh, and people are saying you can't lumber harass Night Elf anymore. That they have infinite mana. Let me show you how it's done. How much wood can a Night Elf chuck if the Night Elf is harassed by lumber? By Wyvern. We're creeping up a storm. 4-4. Then again, the question, how impactful is this keeper really? He got a sick item though, a sick inventory though. And it's also relatively safe with the Hellstone. Where is Lin's win condition? With a tiny, huh?
A player's forces are under attack.
Yeah, the tiny is here. The peons were in position, but life has a great read. He's still kneecapped by the lumberers. He didn't even build moonwells. He's stuck on 50 for a bit. And Lin, okay. If you don't want me to be on top, I'll just go to the left-hand side. At least we have a couple of bears here for a better base race.
Forces are under attack.
Okay, is that the fight? 58 food. Can we one-shot the Dryads? Not just yet. Needs a little Blade Master help. There's one down, but on the cost of 2 Wyvern. Level 5 on the Keeper. 2 Dryads down, but I got a feeling that these Wyvern are maybe a bit too fragile still. It is a neck-and-neck fight, and if Lin keeps this Expo up, that's a win still. Blade Master takes care of the Keeper who had the Health Stone, consumes it. Wyvern falling apart, not a great position where you can save the units over the trees. Ritu, little bit wasted here, I gotta say. Blade Master controlled well. And the Thorns Aura is working nicely against this Blade, we gotta say. Keeper has the staff himself, has the town portal now. Takes the Kodo on the way out, gets the bear back, and sayonara. Master can't stop, thank you for the 14. Lin holds the Expo, but damn did he take a beating. Life's greatest strength, man. Fights. Just fight. Lin didn't allow that in game 1. And now the transition. The Wyvern did the job. Was buy time. Slow life down. And now here comes Raiders. And he's running into Mass Raider. Into Mass Raiders with a lot of Dryads. Now the counter is on the Orc side. Lin, strategic genius, or was that just cheeky? Blade, trouble, heal potion ready. With ensnares, this should lead to 2 kills. One of these Dryads doesn't even need that one. We have a severe lack of this spell against the Keeper though, and now that we got a ground army, this could be very, very problematic. Lin aiming for the Saint Sword again, 3 Raiders about to fall. This is very messy, and Lin taps out. GG. The Wyvern, surprisingly, not dominating the matchup. Life with good fights shows that Dryad Bears are superior to that combo. Very interesting to see this approach by Lin. It is notable that life is very hard on Dryads this series, which is somewhat or has become somewhat the norm. Lin played around it with Raiders and Wyvern. No standard yet, also very little standard in B Cup, where Tauren was his win strategy, really. So it seems like Lin knows what the creep route is, or at least guessed correctly. Was creeping first to accelerate this a little bit with crit without using too much mana. That means without level 2, he's probably not gonna harass, because without Windwalk you're not getting any kills. And life, the perfect immolation creep route, jumpstart to level 2 point something. As always, when there's a lot of little creeps, especially with melee, the Demon Hunter is feasting with immolation. Good little Saturday afternoon barbecue. That's the first point for life in this league. That means he's at least on par with Moon. And again, taking points and maps off of these top 3 heavy hitters, Happy, 40, Lin, can make a difference in the upper midfield and midfield sections. Nice last hit. Slippers as well. Demon Hunter can't complain. More mana for immolation, more efficient recovery with Moonwells, a little bit of damage. And he buys a ring for these exchanges, as he saw that the Blade Master has one as well. He got a little jelly. Okay, trap him. Looks like it. No staff. Gotta get out there now. There's crits possible, but Lin saves them for later. A rather classic stalemate Night Elf versus Orc. Which is, I think, a win for life. No 3 archers dead, no big creep steals. Many lesser Night Elves have fallen, but maybe I cursed it. Look at that, 2.1 blade. The mana burn got the kill. Claws +8 on the Blade Master though, and here we go with the damage boost. We get the crits immediately. 1 archer down, the second ensnared. Disaster for life. Oh no, all he wanted was a clean expansion and 1 item. And what he got was death. What a timing, man. Hardcore punish. If you combine the 2 early mid games of the past 2 maps, 5 archers dead. Oh, Lin sends the grunt backs for the speed scroll save and the body block. No chance for the Demon Hunter to do anything here. And look at that, we have the first headhunter of the series, huh? Way more fragile than anything else in the Orc army at this point. And we go on to Raider Walker with no tier 3 tech. Life on the other side. Mass Dryad should be the way. Goddamn trolls, man. Got the archer trapped at the perfect time. Well done. Keep her out. And Life seemed to have this tendency this series to just rally him across the entire map. That didn't really work too well early, but it gets the attention of the Blade Master. And with that, Demon Hunter is safe. Takes a solid camp away. On the way to level 3, Keeper is safe because he's fast as he has hoofs, 4 legs. If that was planned as a distraction, well done. Oh, don't tell me he got that. Holy life! Gets the Ogre Magi. Nice revenge. Now we have a back and forth game. On game 3. And the Keeper is here as well for control. Can't control before the crit. Snakes. Still more or less only tier 2 though.
player's forces are under attack.
Very stalemate situation. Big item up for grabs here in the middle. Still feels like life has to get something done, especially for that mana burn level 2. Lin must be aware that level 3 is so close and he acquires his own level 3. And he goes crit level 2. Yeah, this seems good, man. The lessons they learned. Last hit for the blade. Scourge bone chimes. Maybe not that important in this army, but being able to counter the Thorns aura with the Vamp aura is nice in itself. And all on the back of an expansion. He's closing the door in the middle. You move right, I move right. You move left, I move left. You shall not pass. Because I'm preparing something at the bottom. This fight, is Lin ready for that despite the base? We'll see about that. Kodo down. 2 Dryads pretty hurt, but he had some great Dryad dances, and Entangle goes ham for now with another Raider kill. Oh, the heal scroll, huge value. Demon Hunter has to clear this up. There's no staff, only a TP. If he gives up this position, the Expo will go through and the Demon Hunter is far away. He's soaking up so much. End Snare helps. He's trapped there. Dryad suffering. Gotta retreat. Can he hex him? Is there anything? Oh, he didn't even decide to go for a spell yet. Any second Raider? Not really. Keeper, hurt. Demon, hurt. Crit! Life! What are you doing? Where are you? Town portal so ready. B2W rip. He wants to stay in the middle for map control. You can argue that it was on purpose because he had the resources for a tavern revive, but goddamn, his second hero is getting exploited as well. Massive mistake. Deserved slaughter in the mid game. He lost total control of that fight. What the hell was that? We start with Immolation and we start with a Claw. Now that's nice.
The player's forces are under attack.
Lin at the turtles, life at 2 spots at the same time. And that is an early game advantage. Losers pick life. He thinks he has a little bit of an advantage here. Good scouting, but you can't scout what you can't see. The decision to roam and windwalk is nice. Demon gets dust. Okay, getting more careful against Lin's patented Blademaster harasses. The inventory is so great. With claws and slippers and a little care, you should be able to determine the mid game and to bully a little bit. Feels like it's a somewhat new mission for the Night Elves or Six Scout to keep track of the blade at all times and keep archers safe. You need the archers to creep. Otherwise, it's very expensive. Lin buys claws. Lin gets the backstab. And that lures out the archers to support. Is he healthy enough to take the Magi? I'm about to say this is the tamest early game that we've seen so far, But then on the other side, I said this before, and then 2 archers died at the natural creep spot on Northern Isles. A last hit here would skyrocket life to oblivion. Is not allowed though. Big heal potion as well. The archer! He traps him! On life between heaven and hell this series! Can you believe it? Grunt down, blade into windwalk. Phenomenal play. Shades of moon, shades of peak moon with the invisible archer wall. How can you lose your demon hunter to nothing and 5 minutes later come up with an invisible archer wall? That's ridiculous. Consistency, everybody. Consistency of Warcraft players. It just doesn't exist. Double claw. Nice last hit. Fishy. There was a grunt loss early game instead of 2 archers. Lures out the creeps, nicely done. And what a difference it makes if the keeper... Yeah, now the keeper is supported. Now the keeper can't creep. Unlike the last 2 games where he just ran across the map and didn't accomplish much. Ring of Regen is fantastic. Nice reward. Earned it. Earned it. Lyn gets the flute. Nice, as he will rely on headhunters and to a degree walkers as well. That was a Super League move, everybody. That was something where you can wholeheartedly pog out to. Live listening in on the broadcast. Oh, this goddamn Neo guy. Just complaining and criticizing and hating on Night Elves. I'm gonna show him.
The town is under siege.
Safer, more stable, more creative, more pressure. I like everything about this early game. But now, how does this transcend into the mid and late game is the question. Is always the question. Keeper Entangle is a nice tool to snipe big creeps with rewards, but Lyn sees this coming. Lyn sees this coming. Does life see Lyn coming? Absolutely. Mana burn. Last hit. Another item up for grabs. Radar and Dryad probably being traded 1 by 1. Level 2. That unlocks the heal wave. Good archer kiting so far. Kills another grunt. Now we got Thorn's Aura. Doesn't hit that much with the Thorn's Aura, actually. Oh, Lyn, you're running into a meat grinder here. Do you really want to fight this with only 1 Dispel? We got a potion. Demon has no TP, no staff. Ooh, not again.
Been missing for a couple months. How are we doing? Is the 400 plus day streak still on?
Blade Master in trouble. Shadow Hunter in trouble. Oh, potion pop, but that is an exposed blade. And that's a kill. Life exploding. And this time he took the high wire and he succeeded. Didn't fall off. Tricked Lyn into a fight in a good position. This like we watched a different game with different players. There was a lot of speculation who's gonna be the Night Elf of the Super League. Is it Life? Is it Kaho? Is it Lawlight? Life makes a great case for himself. But also,
A player's forces are under attack.
Lyn not the same power level as 2 days ago. Or 3 days ago. But of course, you can only play as good as your opponent allows you to. And Life had the game tape of what Lin did to Kaho and what Lin did to Lawlion, so the losses of his Night Elf brothers helped him out for the Super League game.
Okay, since you asked nicely.
Holy shit, dude, Potato, are you for real? That is nuts, man! What is that in dollars? $60? $69? It's probably $69, huh? Knowing you a little bit. That is amazing, 59 euros. You've been with us for a long time, mate. Always appreciate you. Thanks so much.
A player's forces are under attack. The town is under siege.
Lost it. Goes to Lin. I gotta say, I've been a bit critical of this matchup as a whole, as it was extremely stale and passive in the past couple of weeks and months, actually. But these two, it feels like here every move matters. It's really entertaining early game. Imagine 2 crits.
A player's forces are under attack.
Lin is scouting for any setups, for any wisps. Doesn't really find them. Oh, Life with the body block, but the troll! The troll betrayed the ogre. Life wanted to help, doesn't really work. Or does it work? It does. Oh, that's some wasted time for Lin. Things are getting messy here. Who thrives in the chaos?
A player's forces are under attack.
Oh, that cost him so much time. Lord help me, you legend. 118
Smile.
month, the silver muddy sub alert. Very few people have this unlocked. Closing in on the 10 years. Soon. Soon. Maybe for the Super League finals. Nice wisp usage. Really nice. Gets detonated now. Feels like Life is a million times more awake than before. They got some crazy energy drinks over there in China. Of course, not as great as Rogue, and it is obvious. And probably no 20% off with the coupon code B2W. But, man, he injected something after game 3. That's for sure. Ara Lunox, thank you for the prime. No way. He denied the Ogre Lord, similar to Focus. Life pressures the Orc when the Ogre is in the base, and because of that pressure, he doesn't stop attacking with the burrow, and he's losing a huge chunk of XP. Second time this happened today. And that happening to Lin. Uh-oh. The first pull didn't work. The second pull took forever. And then he doesn't get the XP. He got a claw plus 12. Because of crit, he miscalculated. Everyone who ever played Pokemon knows you gotta calculate the crit. Shout out to Peachel, the legend.
A player's forces are under attack.
Blade Master damage is crazy. But we do have a heal potion against it. Heal scroll as well. Drama. That's what we got. It's not the cleanest gameplay. Not at all. But we got drama. Bastard goes to life. Lyn is trailing. Sink or swim now. What are we doing with the time? We once again go Raider, Headhunter, Walker. With the atypical low number of walkers, right? Because Life is only going Dryads. Life is not giving Lyn the late game fights with bears, because then walkers shine. Lyn has to react to that. Can't go vanilla. So we fight again. Blade Master crit for 118 on level 1. Nuts. Uses the heal potion immediately. We do have a town portal. We don't have a staff. Crit again, 126. Entangle was used. Here's level 2 and then we get out. Not risking anything anymore like we did on Northern Isles with lots of saves last second and the grunt kill with Entangle. Well used. And the XP disparity is crazy. That was the big heal potion though. You need an invul, you need staff. You were just home with money. Don't tell me you can't afford a staff. That's insane to me. That's like undeads playing without a rod. You would never. Shadowhunter level 1 after 10.5 minutes. What a lousy life. He had to repeat first grade like 4 times now. Love the shock kill. Lyn has no clarity, no mana potion, no speed scroll. It needs the true brilliance of the War Chief and maybe a couple of crits to take this back. Life's Triad control has been absurd for a long time. Now we'll see if we can do it again. Raider gone. This is so much damage. Lyn has to pull the peons to have a little bit of meat, but it's 2 Raiders down. It's 3 Raiders down in a second. Hey, list of Marys, but he can't get out. If Life loses the Demon Hunter, it's all open once again, and he realizes the threat that Lyn is pulling on here. We don't have a Hex anymore. We don't have a Windwalk anymore. And longevity in this Orc army is also not that easy. We have a potion. Okay, Blade back to 50%. Trying to run away as there is no radar that might even be reasonable. Double kill. Denies XP. Prevents level 3. Imagine this Blade with level 2 crit. And the Scout. Oh, Lyn was fighting over an expansion. Didn't see that yet, but Life did. The next mistake will decide the series. And Life's problem is Dryads are amazing for fighting. Oh, now he goes into bears, okay. But for base races, that would have been bad. The transition hits in time. Blade with the rune bracers, probably one for the shop. That wasn't on purpose, but I feel like that was a nice sound effect. We're popping off, everybody. Literally popping off. Demon Hunter hurt again. Having bears also means you got rejuve now. Crit big! Oh my god, the crits are nuts! But how can you not have a staff? This is unbelievable. If that costs him the game, it's deserved. Backstab, crit, 165. Demon Hunter has an invo potion, but how do you heal him? My god, he's walking on a high wire. He might fall soon. Lin, 47 food. Shop right next to him. Dryads are falling quickly. Reju under that invo potion is looking grand. Raider control gets the kill here. Bear, if only you had a staff now. But he actually saves him. The sheer belief in his micro. Shadow Hunter hurt. Blade Master hurt. The next hero kill decides the game. Blade being burned! No damage! GG! Life does it! First upset of the Super League after an absolute disaster on Northern Isles. He pulls it together. He improves his game by 500 MMR. And all of a sudden, Life has defeated Lin. Kaho couldn't do it. Lawliot couldn't do it. Nobody in B Cup could do it.